All right, so I wanted to talk real quick today about why we should work out. Working out is the type of adversity that we all need in our lives. I know we all want to live these drama free lives where you don't have any obstacles or any challenges, but I would have you consider that these obstacles and challenges are what help you grow. Now, let's think about some people that we know throughout history that have done quite a bit with their lives and they've faced quite a bit of adversity. Let's think about first Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is an inventor. He created what was called the Apple computer, and his company grew exponentially at first. And then his company didn't really agree with his beliefs, and they kicked him out. He went on to try to start his own company. I think it was called Divx or something like that, and it failed miserably. And he needed that because when he failed, he looked into what graphic design was, and he got in with these companies that taught him a lot about graphic design. And he took those ideas and he brought them to Apple. And that is why we have the GUI, or the graphic user interface, that we have today on iPhones. And that's why it's the most popular company in the world. Let's also take somebody like Ray Kroc, who started McDonald's. He started off as a pretty successful salesman. He sold vacuum cleaners. He decided that he wanted to go on to bigger and better things. So he opened up his first McDonald's. Unfortunately, his first McDonald's was met with a lot of adversity. He had a lot of people on trying to undercut him, and he realized through that adversity that the best way for his company to succeed is, instead of focusing on hamburgers and fries, focus on real estate. So if you don't know, McDonald's is not really a hamburger joint, but rather a real estate company. Yeah, funny, huh? So last person, Harland, I think his name is Harland Sanders. You may know him as Colonel Sanders. Now he started when he started KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, at the age of 65. He had a ton of adversity going into making his company. He had his 12 special herbs and spices that he brought around to about 60 different companies, and they all said no. It wasn't until he turned 66 years old when he started the company that we know as Kentucky Fried Chicken. So adversity is a really important thing to help us with growth. One more example. There's a company that created this biodiversity, this biodome. It was essentially an exact replica of the Earth. It cost $1.2 billion, and they had all kinds of species of plants, about 38,000 species of plants and animals inside this biodome, and it's an exact replica of the Earth. Now, they found that in this biodome that all the plants and all the animals were growing exponentially, way bigger, and way stronger than the plants that we see, the plants and animals that we see on Earth. And they wondered why that was. There was exactly the same atmosphere, exactly the same climate that we'd have day in and day out. What they forgot to figure in, or what they forgot to factor in, was wind. You see, wind is another obstacle, another challenge, another thing that offers those plants and animals adversity. You see, we all need adversity in our lives, because at the end of the day, if you don't have adversity, well, the thing is, what's going to happen to you is that you are going to fail eventually, and you won't have any strength to recover. So you want to have adversity as much as you can earlier on, later on, right now. You want to have that adversity because that adversity builds your strength. You want to have those workouts because they build your strength. You want to have obstacles in your life because on the other side of obstacles, on the other side of challenges, lies freedom. All right, so thank you so much for watching and listening. I really do appreciate you for doing that. You can click below down on a subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments about this particular video or any videos we've had in the past, I would encourage you to leave them down below in the comment section. Of course, we are answering your fitness questions every week. So again, if you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to write them down below in the comment section, or you can email us at info@generalfitnesscompany.com. Take care of yourselves, and as always, keep good company.
That's awesome!